For millions and millions of women across this country, the chance to speak out on the hashtag #MeToo. But for so many, also the reality of few options.
I keep thinking of someone in one of our towns in Kentucky.
Right.
Who cannot come forward, who cannot.
Well, then we're doing this for her. You know, if this isn't her moment yet, we're helping create the moment when she can.
Some of you sent us audio tapes. We've promised not to reveal names as we play them for her.
I was told that if I didn't sleep with him, I would be fired.
We're slow tonight, baby. Go in my office and take your clothes off.
So I'm sitting inside my car, outside a job I've had for years now. And this is the part where I have to psych myself up and say, it's gonna be okay. I know he's in there, because he's always in there. This guy controls my schedule. If I don't make any money, I don't feed my kids. And I can't say anything because I need this job. He's just gonna push and push and push and push, trying to find where my breaking point is. And the terrifying part is that I don't know where that is. So what do I do?
I just want to hug her.
And I don't know how we fix this. I'm even just, I have no face in this. I have no name. You know nothing about me, but I'm still scared that he's gonna find out, or someone's gonna find out that I've said something, and then I lose my job. And I can't lose my job.
Women reminding her of a favorite song.
You know, I love the song Invisible by U2, which is really about making unseen people seen. I'm more than you know, I'm more than you see, I'm not invisible.
She says it's the way she felt when she didn't feel powerful enough to speak out publicly, even as actresses were talking privately about the same experience with Harvey. Then, in 1999, she says, Weinstein said something to her across a table.
Remember that little agreement we made? Think I've got that script for you. Hey, just looking around for the material. And then I saw him, and Barbara Walters was right here, and he was across from me at a table, and I had just reached the up with which I could not put. I had come into my own, I had come into my power, I had found my voice, and I was coming right at him, Diane. And he looked at me across the table, and he looked at me and he said, you know, Ashley, I'm gonna let you out of that little agreement we made. And I said, you do that, Harvey, you do that. And he has spat my name at me ever since. Cut a wide berth.
She later made 2 movies at his studio. It says she doesn't remember his being a big presence on the set. And in the last 3 weeks, Weinstein has given that statement to the New York Times and others, saying he didn't retaliate against anyone. And again, any sex was consensual.
He might very well believe that.
He said the rules in the 60s and 70s were different and that he will try to be better.
Trying is lying.
Yes, he said a year from now, I'm going to reach out to her. Are you going to meet with him?
I have no idea. I believe that there is hope and help for everyone. It has to be the appropriate help, and there has to be a real profound understanding on the part of the sexual predator that what they were doing was wrong and criminal.
Should he go to jail?
If he's a rapist, he absolutely should go to jail, yes.
What would you say to Harvey Weinstein today?
Her answer surprised us, but she wants to make it clear she'll never forgive what he did to women. But something else comes from her deep faith.
When I spoke at the United Nations on the modern slave trade, I said my prayers beforehand. I said my prayers before I did this. I actually prayed last week, and I said, dear God, in case I forget to pray, please let this be the prayer. You know, and what I would say to Harvey is, I love you and I understand that you are sick and suffering, and there is help for a guy like you too, and it's entirely up to you to get that help.
It's going to surprise a lot of people.
It's just who I am, you know. It's frankly, it's an easier way to roll through the world than the alternative.
And she says only if men and women work together can we change all this for good.
What is your bracelet?
Unstoppable. unstoppable.
You think this is the moment?
This is the moment. And if we want it to be the moment, it for sure will be the moment.